Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to talk about the all-in-one 50-gallon aquarium from Artfully Acrylic. Artfully Acrylic is a company out in Virginia, and I'm all the way out in California, and I haven't seen that many reviews for this aquarium. It's been about a year and a half that I've had it, so it's plenty of time that I know the ins and outs of this aquarium. And I haven't seen a review on YouTube, so I wanted to give my opinion out on it. The first thing I have to talk about is the ordering. It was an order online. They do custom work and they do the printing and the acrylic cutting and everything like that. So it's an all acrylic tank. And on the website, it stated that it was going to take about 3 months to get out to me. And when the 3-month mark came and went, I was a little disappointed. I spoke to the owner, who I think was Adam, and he assured me that to keep going with it. I wanted to cancel the order because it was taking too long, and I know this is a hobby about patience, but I really wanted to get this tank going because I had a 12-gallon beforehand, and I was trying to transfer everything and make it bigger. But after some back and forth emails, I went with it. I said, okay, I'll wait a couple more months. So it was around 4.5 months when I did receive this aquarium. So I was a little disappointed with the time, but he said that there was problems with the machinery and things like that, and that's fine. So I got it. It's been a year and a half later. I remember that the packaging it came in was awesome. There was no scratches. It was, I mean, it's basically 2,500 miles that it traveled, and it was in perfect condition. I have to give it an A+. It was very well packed. The other thing I first noticed when I did I guess a leak test when I did it outside was to see, and well, this actually really surprised me, was the weight of an acrylic tank. There's no way I could have picked this up by myself if it was a glass tank. With the acrylic, I did by myself, which is great, especially when nobody else in your household wants to deal with reefing or anything like that. So it was awesome that I could pick this tank up and put it anywhere when it's empty, obviously. When it's full, it's about 400 pounds, so it's really, really heavy, and there's no way you're gonna be able to move this or shift it. So after I said all that, I love acrylic tanks. The clarity of the water is awesome. The obvious, I guess, it happens in glass tanks too, but mostly in acrylics, is the scratching. There's some bit of scratching, and in the future I'll eventually have to tear this tank down. Obviously just fix some of it, buff it out, some of the scratches, and hopefully put it back up again. So right now I'm gonna go through the measurements. As you can see, I got a meter stick out here, and it's 28 inches long. Height is about 18. Depth is about 2 feet. So it's a pretty good sized tank. It's about 2 feet here, as you can see. And the back area, which is the area that I like the most, one of the reasons I bought this aquarium was that it's got a huge back. You can see the sump area is about 5 inches, maybe 5.5. So it's pretty big. Here I have it on the lip, here I don't have it on the lip, so it could get to between 5.5 to 6 inches. And basically that just allows you to put anything you want back here. And that's another reason I really like this tank. It's a sleek tank, it's a nice look, it's not something that's common. So all of these are pluses in my eyes. I'm running a skimmer, an Aquamax WS1 skimmer. In the back, I also run polyfiber for filtration. In addition to that, carbon and GFO. Here I'm running a Jabao PP8 wave maker. I have a thermometer. And another key feature of this aquarium is its ability, like you can see, to see the water and the water level for either if you have an auto top off or you just want to add RODI manually, which is what I'm doing. The other great part is that you can see it in the back. You could add a light if you want, make a little some refugium if you like. I don't have that. But again, this was another great key feature. So I'm running an AI Hydro 26 for the light on my aquarium. And the other thing I really liked about this was the screen. This is really high quality screen. I loved it. I thought it was a great idea. You can move this back and forth like this. If you want to feed, just feed them. Or you could lift it. So it's really nicely made. It's got a low profile lid. I like that a lot. And especially for my candy. I don't know if you could see them back there in my candy yellow candy hogfish. He's a jumper, so it's perfect for fish that like to jump. Like I said, I really like the sump area. It's really nice. It's huge. The amount of material and the amount of, I guess, extras that you want to put back there is not a limiting factor as it is for some of these other all-in-one aquariums. So the pumps that did come with this aquarium is one of the things I wanted to mention, because the pumps are not that powerful, so don't think that you're gonna get great pumps. I'd like to upgrade in the future, maybe just have one pump, maybe around 500 gallons per hour. But right now, I don't necessarily think they're that powerful. I have cleaned them out in this year and a half. I've done a couple maintenance on them, so it's pretty good. It's sufficient. I did add some random flow generators from a company I forgot. They were about 30 bucks, and they were printed, so they were 3D printed. So I think it's fairly popular. I think it's Vertex, the company. I'm not too sure. And the other thing is, it says it's an all-in-one 50, but the maximum I think I put in here for the filters was about 40. And even 40 is kind of the top. Right now, I think I'm running around 36, 37 gallons of water, which I think is perfect for filtration and everything else in the back. So finally, I want to give like a general, I guess, the pluses and the minuses. The minuses would be the pumps, obviously. I'm going to have to do an upgrade on those. The pluses are really sleek. It's really a light aquarium. I really like the back that you're able to see and look and monitor what's going back down there. But again, this is an acrylic tank, and you're gonna get scratches. I do have a number of scratches from the sand or scraping, and you see it all around, but the clarity of the acrylic is really good. That's another feature that is a positive. But eventually I'll have to tear this aquarium down, fix all the scratches up, and put the coral somewhere else. So that's coming. I don't know when I'll do that, but it looks pretty fine to me. I'm not that worried about it. I'll make another video about all the corals and all the fish that I have in here at a later date, but I did want to give this review of the all-in-one 50 from Artfully Acrylic. Thank you guys. Have a good one.